Welcome one and all to the Stock Up Podcast YouTube channel. My name is Alex. I've got a sweet one for you. We're going to be playing some Sultai Dragon Control on the ladder. If you want to see me build this deck, go check out the channel. The very last video, we built this deck together. And yeah, you could watch that. But basically, just Sultai Control deck. We're ramping into... I really just wanted to play with Quandrix. So I built a deck around Quandrix. If you notice this deck is slightly different from yesterday's video, that's because I recorded 3 games with this deck on the ladder against 3 control decks, learned a decent amount about the deck, won all 3 matches. We played against Lessons, like blue-red Lessons. Oh, it was actually green. So Teamer Lessons, because they were splashing for Toph. We played against 4-color control, and we played against 5-color control, which is like they had Deadly Cover-Up and Jeskai Revelation and all the Red Burn, and they had Arcane Omens as like their end, and the 6-mana Converge colorless card as their top end, together as one. We won all 3 of those matches, and then after the matches in the video, we changed the deck a bit, and I had forgotten to hit record, so... We're doing it again. I only have time for a couple matches now at this point. This is the deck. We basically changed the mana base a little bit, cut a Cavern for a Great Hall, cut the Restless Reef, played for more Watery Grave, changed around the Rakshas's Bargains to stock ups because we just wanted more things to be able to hit with Quandrix when the turn we cast it, rather than worrying about things we cast after having Quandrix in play, and changed the sideboard around. So let's give it a try, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so match 1. Just really match 4 for me with this deck, but hey, like I said, I forgot to hit record. Okay, so play first, and hand is fine, so we'll keep. Don't really need to leave up Exhale on turn 2, or turn 1. I could always cast it on turn 2 if need be. And we've got Starting Town is interesting. Sacred Foundry, okay. Well, I've already played against 3 control decks in a row. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if I played against a 4th. We have not drawn any lands. Yeah, more control decks. Cornucopia, okay. Boy, kept a 3-land hand, and we're out of land already. Alright, pass the turn. Mana Screw does happen. Looks like we're up against 5-color control. Alright. I don't know why this is so popular, but here we are. I drew a Shared Roots. Oh boy. Pass the turn. Quandrix? But I have Quandrix. Tablet? Oh man, they're cooking. I like this. Okay. Maybe we can learn something from their deck. Maybe their deck's better than mine. Let's play Dellian Fel. Destroy the Quandrix, and then we'll leave the Dragonologist back to block the Great Hall. So we don't want that attacking Dellian. So they went with, tablets and cornucopias with their Quandrixes. Okay. Duresses, lots of Duresses main deck. I mean, it makes sense. I'm liking their deck. I think we're kind of, maybe in trouble here. These Exiles aren't going to do anything. They took Cover Up? Okay. Interesting. Yeah, okay. I'll attack and I'll play my Quandrix. Hex. Yeah, I don't want that. Ill-timed. Boy, is their Quandrix deck just better? Their only cheap cards so far are Duress, which does work with playing with Quandrix. Man, alright. I'll just do Coiling Catch to try to draw land, I think. Sure, discard Shared Roots. Don't need Braining Pool. Pass. Okay. Man, Jeskai Revelation with Quandrix I never would have thought of, because I just don't think of playing these, like, soupy lots of color decks, but hey, maybe I should have. Alright, hit me for 2. I will play Dragonologist. Kind of need to find a dragon for these to have any hope of doing anything. Pass a turn. Boy, how funny. Just Quandrix Mirror. It's the 4th control deck in a row I've played against, by the way, on the ladder. So maybe if you're at whatever rank this is, you should just play a super aggro deck. You'd fare a lot better, I think. Alright, I might need to just fire off one of these exhales to save 3 life here. I think that is definitely the case. Hopefully this Quandrix can block them on the next turn, but I need a life buffer to even be able to do that. So we definitely have a dicey game on our hands. I can only cast one of these exhales, unfortunately. And they've got so much mana that only one's not going to do anything. Caustic Exhale. If only there were Requiting Hexes. I could actually kill these Great Halls. Tablets. Prismari, whoa. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can counter Prismari, wow. That's amazing. Why is it red like that? Can it be countered? It's just the color of the card, I guess? I don't know. Alright, so we play Behold the Dragon. Funny. Oh, I hit my Duress. Okay. What do you got over there? Lightning Helix. I don't know why they didn't just cast that. Alright. And, okay. Just hope they don't peel anything, and hope we do. Next person to draw a card drawing spell probably wins. Although if they just draw removal, they win too. They draw Jeskai Revelation. Alright. Alright, fine. So they've got Jeskai Revelation, Prismari, and Quandrix, so they're just all high-end, man. Someone play White Weedy. Put these people in their place, man. Holy moly. Okay. Let's get all the removal out. I wouldn't be surprised if they had something like, I don't know, Voice of Victory or some crap like that. I guess they don't have a lot of white. Oh, boy. I almost want to leave and definitely cover up because they took it so aggressively with their discard spell. Snare, do they even have cards that cost less than 3 mana? I feel like they don't, so I'm not going to bother with that. Flash Freeze, Duress. I think they have enough creatures and artifacts that that's worth it. Robbery's good. Urgent Necropsy would be good. Heritage Reclamation would be good. No, Cruel Claw's Heist would be good. They have a lot of dragons. Regent's not very good. I'll have one cover up, sure. Alright. Opponent's deck is wild. Yeah, I did not think that the place I should go when I was playing Quandrix was 5 color. Sue me. Alright, let's play this. Duress, okay, sure. Trying to hit a Shared Roots, maybe? That's fine. They played Plains. When do I want to Duress them? I think I want to hit, like, one of their big spells. I could try to hit their Mana Rock here, but I'd rather play my Dragonologist. Interesting mana. Friend. Do this while they don't have blue mana. I don't even know if they might not be really... They're kind of like a Marudu deck, splash green and blue. Ancient Vendetta. Wow. Gone deep, boys. Got the Ancient Vendetta. I don't even know what they're going to name. I guess Marang Regent is the best thing they could name. Quandrix the proof. Okay. Well, that's no fun. Quandrix is my fun card. I don't actually think it's necessary for me to win, though. So this is, like, not even very good, I would say. Okay. Sure. I'll duress them. And take ill-timed. Nothing to hit with tactics. Probably just gonna want to cycle that then. Yeah, let's attack. And go ahead and cycle tactics. Ancient Vendetta. What is that even? I guess you can play it against the Discover Revelation decks, and that might actually be okay. Anywho, attack you. All right, get defeated. Need to find me a Dargon. Need a Dargon. Probably cycle this Reclamation at this point. Digging for dragons. They did remove 3 of my dragons. Deadly cover up on Dellian Fel? Alright. Sure. They're on the run me out of win conditions game, but I just have 2 outrageous robberies. Like, how are they gonna beat those? I don't know. We'll sure exile that. Why not? Oh, funny. I could have exiled my Dellian Fel. Ha. I probably should have done that. Alright. Here comes my land. Since that's all I got is lands. Yeah. I don't... It's the end. Alright. Well, this person loves their extraction effects. Kind of hope they take the great hall. I don't want to draw those stupid things. Alright. Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I animate it, I can't exhale, and I definitely want to be able to exhale Revelation, so... Pass the turn. End of turn, I'll animate still. Okay, and I'll play Dragonologist. Where are my dragons? This is so rude. Sheesh, okay. Sure. Duress you. Yeah. Quandrix, boy, this is a game of Magic we're playing, isn't it? I'm just flooded. Alright, they didn't draw land. Oh, thank God. Yeah, let's draw. So they didn't play Quandrix because they couldn't, Oh, I should have held this until end of turn so I could reveal a dragon. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. And of course I don't draw more dragons. Right, at least I have cover up now, I guess. Let's attack. Revelation. Alright, sure. Okay, so Quandrix is gonna get to Cascade at least. Boy, this is quite the game. Let's see what they hit. They hit a Duress. Alright, I'll just Duress the Quandrix. Or I'll flash freeze Quandrix. They'll Duress my cover up. And we'll peel a dragon or a robbery? Huh? Or a stock up? Or a Dragonologist? Acceptable. Come on, dragon. Ooh, even better. So I could robbery for a bunch. Yep. So how much mana is this? 6? Not bad. I'll have the top 6 cards of your library, please. Thank you. Ancient Vendetta. I don't want Ancient Vendetta. Ay. Alright, let's Duress. Oh my gosh. So much of that. Whatever, let's take it. Should I ancient... So how's this work? Choose a card name. Up to 4 cards that name. So I could exile the tablet because I have known information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could play the Cruel Cause first, I guess. 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I guess I could do that. All right, sure. Okay, this person loves their extraction effects. I mean, I've got some diverse win conditions. I've got like Marang and Quandrix and Fel. I could maybe bring in Regent. It's a 4/4 ward. Is it really going to kill them? Probably not. It gives you another dragon in my deck, though, which I kind of like. I need something to kill their stuff, though. I could just have spot removal. Intimidation Tactics hits both the Brox and the Quandrixes. I think it's going to be worth it, even though sometimes it can miss. Maybe it's not worth missing. So I could just have cover up to remove like their Quandrixes. I mean, 4/4 ward. Whatever. Let's just do this. Keep. Opponent is mulligan to 5, so we'll see what we can do. Gonna need some lands. Oh, man. No. I want land. Don't want to have to pay 2 mana for my land drops. Let's go Shared Roots, get a swamp here. Cornucopia. Okay, that's not quite as good for them as Tablet would be. Duress, sure. So they get to take outrageous robbery. Okay. I'm gonna stock up Marang and sure a land. Should have taken a blue land, but it's alright, I have double blue. Alright, opponent, what do you got for me? It's a vendetta time. Yep. The card I want them named least is Marang River Regent. They named Dispelling Exhale. Okay. I mean, that makes sense because I had one in my hand, right? So let's play Dragonologist. Hitting Cruel Claw's Heist. I don't hate that. Like, I could cast that with Gift a Card here, and I feel like that'd be pretty good, honestly. Let's do it. Yeah, just take Quandrix. I can Duress my cover up, but I don't care. And then I'll just play Quandrix next turn. Boy, quite the deck my opponent has built, I will say. I think their plan was, like, more sound than their sideboard plan was, you know? Or, like, their main deck plan. Wow, that was lucky I had Fel. Alright, draw my card. This is a good example of why Ancient Vendetta is not a good card, by the way. Like, there's nothing they... Like, look at all the things in play that are a problem for them. It's just not worth spending 4 mana tapping out for a sorcery. That being said, you know, obviously, I'm aware that they, you know, they mulled the 5. They didn't have a very good draw. Yada, yada. Alright, let's play Dragonologist. And sure, I'll take Necropsy. I guess if I had killed the Cornucopia, they wouldn't have been able to draw Revelation this turn. So I probably should have done that. Alright, duly punished. Oh, right, the Quandrix goes back to their hand. Oh my god. Alright. This is what happens when you're bad at Magic. And by that, I mean me. I guess I'm going to keep this for their Quandrix. So let's just coil and catch here. Discard land. And I'm definitely going to draw a card. Duress them. We're just all land in hand. Okay. So... Sheesh. Let me play Quandrix, I think, makes the most sense. I'll just leave that in my deck. It could be useful later than just discarding it. Alright. So if I had just Necropsied that Cornucopia, that would have been a really good play. But, well, I don't know. They could have drawn Quandrix, and I would have been unhappy. Oh no, they get to Vendetta my Necropsy. Alright. If I lose, I'm going to be kind of salty. I won't lie. They took cover up. Why would they take cover up? They knew I had this in hand. They didn't know I have a cover up in hand. All right, whatever. Fucking A, dude. Okay, so I would need 9 on this to kill this plus this. So do I have 9? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. Artifact creature. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure, I can leave the Duress. There we go. Holy moly. It's Cascade. Hopefully we can hit like a stock up. No, we hit our flash freeze. 1 flash freeze. I probably shouldn't have a flash freeze on my sideboard. Now let's Marang to see if we can hit like a stock up or something off Quandrix. Dragonologist is nice. And take a Marang. Resolve this. Still kind of flooded. To do the ultimate. Okay, I've kind of got a lot of cards going here. Maybe that's crazy. I'm going to minus it to kill the Quandrix probably next turn. I'll plus. Attack for 6. Okay, opponent, your turn. I need to put some blue lands into play. I don't know how every turn I managed to put a black-green land into play. Ooh. All right. The Quandrix, man, that one play I made. All right, I'm in Duress. See what it is. Sure. I guess I could cast the Marang, bounce double Dragonologist. Is that better? I'm going to attack with Quandrix. See what they do. They don't block. Oh my god, I didn't put any blue lands in play, so I can't cast a Dragonologist. I want the 6/7 in play, though. Alright. Let's go bounce token, bounce Dragonologist. Sloppy game. I thought I had won, so I kind of turned my brain off. But that Jeskai Revelation really turned things around. Dellian Fel. Okay, so let's play Dragonologist. And see what we hit. Duress. Sure. What do you got? It's kind of a fun sound. Kind of seems like they have something. They don't have anything. Alright. Dellian Fel. Destroy your dragon. Professor Dellian Fel. Sorry, bud. He told me it's Professor, not just regular. Alright. Yeah, just whatever they those to block. Just take the flyers. Hopefully they don't draw more Jeskai Revelations. And pass the turn. Quandrix, okay. Duress. Alright, it's not going to do it. Good games. Good games. Boom. Alright, well, that was a fun match 1. Okay, match 2. Can we play against a deck that's not trying to play Jeskai Revelation? 3 of the 4 decks were trying to play Jeskai Revelation in the last everything I played against. All right, yeah, I'll keep this because I can go get an island with the shared roots and then play a stock up on turn 3. So see how that goes. I will have gotten 3 of my basics out of my deck, so future shared roots might not be very good, but that's okay. Okay. Watery Grave. Oh boy. So funny that makes me think they're going to have Jeskai Revelation in their deck. Okay, that doesn't. Alright, it's this deck. Right, still another control deck, but at least this is something different. Well, really hope I draw a land to cast this Marang, otherwise we're going to be pretty screwed. Which, you know, this is assuming they're going to take stock up. I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't know if it's worse to play against Jeskai Revelation or Deceit, Cavern of Souls, Spider-Man. Alright, well that was lucky. They don't usually play counters, but might as well do this now. Exhale's pretty dead against them. Okay. What do you got? Stock up of your own, sure. I kind of like that I have 2 cover-ups in my hand, because if they play Superior Spider-Man next turn, they can only take 1. And then I could Wrath the Spider-Man and get rid of them all. Ooh, look at those jiggly sleeves. Whoa! Those really jiggle. Nice. I don't think I have sound effects on for you guys for the game, but you can hear them too. It's really, really jiggly. Okay, let's play stock up. Funny, I kind of wanted an untapped blue land to play that Exhale, but no land in the top 5 here. Whoa. Definitely Marang, right? And I guess out Dragonologist. Where are my lands? Okay. That land means no Spider-Man. Could have Deceit still. I'll just see what they play, I guess. They're just taking their sweet time. There you go, Momo, have a peach. Draw 3. Yikes, okay. Shared Roots. Oh my gosh. This is how I have to get my lands, huh? Discard Demon. So I lose to Cavern of Souls. And if I tap out, I lose to Spider-Man, so let's pass. I guess I could have Deadly Cover-Up. Would that really have been worth it? God, that's such a bad play. I mean, maybe. Please don't have Cavern. Thank gosh. Am I really gonna Deadly Cover-Up on no board? I hate playing against this deck. They have 2 Reefs in play. So, like, the Doomsday is just definitely gonna beat me. I could take Spider-Man. They could still have land Doomsday if I do that. Oh, this is so gross. I don't know. This seems kind of loose. I guess I just take Spider-Man, right? They probably only play 2 Doomsdays. Yeah, alright. I'll take Spider-Man. It's a cruel world. I think they play 4 Spider-Man, 2 Doomsday. Oh my god, I could just hit Doomsday. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably win if I just hit Doomsday. I hate that deck so much. Alright, whatever. Robbery. Trail's probably my best removal. Cover-up's fine. Regent's not very good. Discard spells are fine. I mean, Exhale really, like... They do really just have a lot of caverns, usually. And they have their own Duresses and things. Probably keep Bitter Triumph. It's instant speed, can kill a Reef, and it can kill, like, a Spider-Man or something. Regents. It's really expensive because their creatures are pretty big. And I don't really think the ward... I mean, the ward creature is, like, kind of okay against them, I guess. What are they going to do about it? It's a flyer. It's decently sized. It wouldn't be that bad. I'll just have Exhale on the play, I guess. I don't want to rely on Exhale that much, though. Alright, we'll do it like that. If I just take the Demon, I might win that game. But, like, so if I take the Demon and they have a Spider-Man in their hand, which is much more likely, more than twice as likely, they get to play Spider-Man Deceit, and they discard my last cover-up, and then, like, I could have played a Fel to kill it, but they have the Reef to kill the Fel, so I'm not gaining very much traction. Whereas if I do that, and they don't have a Demon in their hand, I'm, like, in pretty good shape. Really unfortunate we don't have Shared Roots mana. Man, we like couldn't hit our land drops last game either. Deck's really not cooperating against this opponent. Ay. Alright, they have the demon. I literally just, Okay, go stock up. Sure, we need the green land. And I think I like Quandrix the best of these things. So, gonna need to find a discard spell for that demon. Caustic Revenant's interesting. Let's go ahead and kill it with Fel. And we'll see what they have. Duress, sure. So they get to take my counterspell. I mean, it's either counterspell or roots. They can't take the dragons. Stock up, sure. So, we're racing the demon, as per usual. Which is pretty hard to do for our deck. Kind of need to find one of our discard spells that can hit it, or another counterspell, and hope they don't find a cavern. But we will see. Stock up, or I could play a 4/4 flyer. Probably it's stock up. Find kind of nothing. Take 2 of these for redundancy against discard, I guess. Yeah. Kind of in trouble. There's not much I can do about it. I guess I could plus the Fel so that it could at least kill the demon next turn. No, I should try to draw something to stop it. Yeah. Just lands. This is so lame. I lose to the Reef. Playing the Regent doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's just nothing for me to do. I guess I could play Fel. Alright, I did not have an untap land. I get another draw step, I guess. Yep. Is there any way to defeat this? Oh, if I play Fel and I draw one of my 2 Outrageous Aubrey's, I win. Just roughly a 5% chance. But yeah, that's the best I've got. Alright. Good games. Okay, I will force myself to play one more. If I play against another, control deck, it will be the 6th in a row. I promise next time that I do a deck build and a deck video guide, I'm gonna play an aggro deck. Because this is just ridiculous. Alright. Playing against a real deck. I mean, some of those control decks are real decks too. They're just, Alright. Let's see what we got. Clunky hand, kind of bad against talent, but we will do our best. I can't play Regent without an untap land, so that's unfortunate. But, at least I can play the Dragonologist and the Hedge Maze. Or I could just ramp again. I don't have a guaranteed 6 land, though. If I did the ramping, it would definitely be better. I guess I could hit, because if I put down the Dragonologist this turn, I can block. But I guess next turn I could play the Dragonologist, hit a removal. And if I do draw land, it's really good, and I have a scry towards it. Alright, sure. So let's go get another swamp and try to put a 6th land on top of our deck here. Nope. Because if I just get to play this next turn, bounce the tokens, it should be in a really good spot. Stallion, okay. We could draw untap land or cover up. Alright, sure. I think it's safer to play Regents, even though it leaves them with the Stallion. Although, at least if they have Boomerang and I draw an untap land, I could do it again and plus bounce the Stallion. Which would be pretty good. Alright, they have Boomerang, but they decide to go on their talent. Since they don't want to risk me having no land. Which makes sense. I guess What, if they have a Burst Lightning, they could trade? Opt, okay. Come on, Scavenger Regent off the top of my deck. Dellian Fel. It's probably time for Quandrix. Blocks much better than the Dragonologist. Although if I play the Dragonologist and find one of my removal spells, that's pretty good. So sure, let's do that. Because Quandrix could hit like Stock Up or something, and that wouldn't be that useful. Regent. Sure. Could kill the Otters. I think that's pretty reasonable. Would have better to just drawn that, but what are you gonna do? I like that the Regent's hexproof now, actually. That's pretty nice. Can't just boomerang it to hit me for a bunch. I would sort of like to kill this Stallion. So, like, maybe on my next turn I can play Fel to kill it. Do have to be a little careful. They play, like, usually some number of Spell Pierce, which I guess wouldn't work, and or, like, hexproof, 1 mana instant, give my guy hexproof cards. So I don't really want to walk into that. So, like, alright, this is just... They're going to trade Burst Lightning for their... Well, actually, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is... No, I don't know what this is. I guess if they have Magic Damper, that's a card that gives +1/+1 that would make it into a 7/7. So I could play around that card by double blocking. Yeah, alright. Because they wouldn't attack otherwise. Because they can't Burst Lightning this because it has hexproof. So they would this would just eat their creature. So it's possible they were making a mistake and this gives them the buyout, but I think it's more likely that they had something. Yeah. And now, yeah, double block looks pretty good. Wait, this isn't even the +1/+1. This is just give my guy an extra toughness. Huh. So it would have bounced, but I'm glad I did this because now this basically trades the Dragonologist for the horse. Cool. So I could play another Regent, or I could play Quandrix. I just play Quandrix. Nice. This is one of the best things I could hit. At this point, just take like a cheap spell. Take the Exhale. Attack for 6. This game's gone really well. Having double ramp into Regent was good. Okay. This is not a winning strategy. So this is fine. I think they're just like not... Their deck can't really come back from this. So it's fine. Alright, good games. So, is it Prowess? Probably one of the best decks in the format. And here I am with my little dragon deck. So, I think Cover Up is like mostly too expensive. I do like Duress, just to kind of go after their hand a bit. Counter spells are pretty whatever against them because all their cards are 1 or 2 mana usually. I think I like Strategic Betrayal. I like Into the Hunt for the Horse. I like Spell Snare. And then I honestly wouldn't mind Pop Hatch. It can kill Select Shot, Show Off. Sorry guys, my allergies are bothering me. And it can kill Storm Chaser's Talent, like if they go to boomerang it, I would probably kill it, so that's pretty reasonable. Probably just take out like a Dellian Fel, 4-mana sorcery card. It's just kind of bad. I wouldn't mind having 1 leap in just as like a life gain source I can dig to. But yeah. I could maybe have Cruel Cause on the play, I have a little more time. Even then, though, I probably don't want a 2-mana discard spell against them. So let's roll with this. The other thing I could do is board out like some number of shared routes because I'm bringing a lot of interaction, so my chances of flooding will be higher, but it is kind of part of my mana base, and like I don't have Super 8 cards I would have instead of it, so it's fine. Certainly it's like good in this hand. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. So, let's see. They're pausing here, so that actually tells me that they... Well, it doesn't give me anything conclusive, because they could have been considering whether it was better to boomerang or to display second talent. But, it could have also been that they were considering moving up like a Spell Pierce type of card, so... I would say that nudges me in the direction that maybe slightly more likely than before that they would have a card like Spell Pierce. Which matters. Okay, and now them having just cast Boomerangs, that reduces that slightly because they could have been thinking about doing Boomerang instead of the talent. Okay. Slick Shot and Exile is pretty annoying. I think I'm gonna play Dragonologist. If I take Exhale, they're not gonna play the Slick Shot. So I'm just gonna take it into the hunt. And End of the Hunt insulates me a little bit against Horse. And I could have just Wrath there, but then, they play the Slick Shot, and they have another talent in their hand. They would have rebuilt really quickly, so this is a higher upside play. I am risking taking more damage, certainly. But this could work out. Also, one of the things that could happen is they could, like, prowess up a bunch, leave up their, like, magic damper or whatever for this, and then protect it from the Hex. Go ahead and Blight here. And then I can untap and Regent. Okay, they do not have that card. Boy, they still could have Spell Pierce. So here's the problem, right? If I play around Spell Pierce, they could, like, if I just cast Regent for 1 with 2 mana up, they could just still cast Spell Pierce, and then even though I could pay the 2 mana, it prowesses their guys into 2/2s. So I can't actually realistically beat a Spell Pierce here. Because, I mean, what do I do? Like, cast End of the Hunt, kill 1/1/1, and they still just do a bunch to me, and the Spell Pierce is a problem next turn. I guess if I did that and I drew a land, I could play the Regent for 6 mana, bouncing both their guys, and that would get me back into the game. But that's playing around exactly Spell Pierce. Which, again, they're slightly more likely to have because of the way that they went early. But not, not that much more likely. Plus, they're leaving up a mana. It's tough. It's tough. If I had an untapped land in my hand, I might be more inclined to do the End of the Hunt play, but, like, what if I do End of the Hunt? They have Spell Pierce, they don't counter it, they untap, they cantrip a bit, they hit me for a bunch, I untap and draw. I don't even draw an untapped land because I'm not actually that likely to draw exactly an untapped land, and then I'm in the same spot next turn except I lose. So I'm just going to do it and hope they don't have it. And might as well tap out everything. Don't Spell Pierce me, bro. Nice. Okay. It didn't opt. They might have a Burst Lightning. So the reason I think they might have a Burst Lightning now is because they didn't opt, they had priority, and they didn't play their protection spell on the last turn when I went to Hex their thing, when they definitely would have, so that all kind of makes me think they have a 1-mana instant that's not one of those cards, and the only thing left for them to have is, like, Burst Lightning. Alright, let's go ahead and Coil and Catch. God, no land. That's so annoying. Really needed a land. Alright. Hopefully they don't kill me. So if they have the Burst Lightning, I'm at 11, and the Slick Shot's at 3. 8, so they could cast 4 spells to kill me. So they'd have to double cantrip here. In addition to playing, they have stock up. So annoying that I don't have a land in my hand. Really hope I draw one. So Dragonologist can't block that. So I guess I just do Duress. Plus, like, Dellian Fel. Okay, they didn't have Burst Lightning. Wow, it surprises me. Were they playing in full control? What's going on? Oh, maybe they had an opt, but they're holding it for their slick shot. That makes sense. All right. I just take Flow State. I know they could just barrage this, but I need to, like, keep them busy. And I need to use as much of my mana as I can. So just burning 2 mana here wouldn't be too smart, I don't think. When I'm missing land drops. So this Otter's probably going to do... Yikes, they have Horse. So I go to 1? No, they kill Fel and I go to 4. They didn't opt. I feel like they should have opted. Or can I have a land this turn? I can have a Watery Grave. So if I shock to play Regent, that would be a terrible play, because it couldn't bounce a Stallion, then they could potentially like find a green mana to kick their Otter, which I guess that's not a big concern. They probably won't find it. I'm going to do Into the Hunt Dragonologist still, though, I think. Let's see if they opt in response. No. All right. So they cast 4 spells, I lose, unless I find a 1-mana removal, which I did not. There's still no land in these top cards. What the hell's going on? All right. Am I just dead to something from the graveyard? No. Can you cast 4 spells? They drew a sleight of hand. They have Opt. They have Barrage. Yeah, I'm dead. All right. Good games. Man. If we had just drawn our land, like, in a reasonable point. Wait a second. Did I just punt? Oh, if I just shock, I go to 3. I play the Regent. They still have the Horse, but I can block the Horse. But I would live. Yeah, I overthought that. I could have lived. I don't know if I could have won, but I could have lived. That was bad. Alright, well, let's move on. So, don't want to change anything. So they have Otter and Horse and Slick Shot, so it's like kind of a lot of guys. I want Deadly Cover-Up. I don't know, it's a sorcery. Is there anything that was like bad? Bitter Triumph. Costs life, that's kind of bad. I'm on the play, I'm not going to need it quite as much. Could have like a Flash Freeze. I'll have Fel. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why I overthought that. I was scared of him finding a green, but like how much green could he possibly... Like he might not have any green in his deck. Like he probably had some, but maybe not. And I just kind of punted it away for that. No bueno. Let's see if we can hit him with a good emoji while we're waiting. We'll go with the Dancing Fairy. The Moogle. The Moogle. Hit him with the Moogle again. Okay, so they do keep after a long consideration. So their hand's either not ideal or it's like missing something important, like lands or something. Doesn't really matter how I'm gonna. It doesn't really change how I'm gonna play because they could just like they could be missing lands and then just draw lands. All right, well, obviously they're missing lands, so they don't even have blue mana. So that's kind of an interesting keep. Don't they have to draw a blue mana to do anything? They just immediately drew island. Okay. All right. Well played. Stock up. So they kept Riverpire Verge, no blue mana, and they take 1 short step and they hit blue mana. Oh boy. All right. So I need lands. But I do have a shared root, so like I could take one land, one spell, maybe. It's kind of reasonable. What's the best spell? Dragonologist? Quandrix? I like that Quandrix has Cascade. It's kind of nice. Yeah, let's take Quandrix. Might help me against counter spells. Oh, they have the Moogle as a pet! Oh, I sent them the perfect emote. Look at that cute little guy. Nice. Okay. They're opting. Okay. So, happy enough to shared roots here. Probably just cast into the hunt. Not the most exciting thing, certainly. But, like, it kills their creature. It only takes one thing out of their graveyard, but whatever. Just want to cast the spells in my hand. Holding up Snare would be fine, too, I guess. But we'll go with this. Stallion, okay. So I could kill that and draw with the Regent, or I could jam Quandrix and pray. The problem is if I jam Quandrix and I hit something like a shared roots, and then they like bounce a Quandrix, that could get messy real fast. So drawing shared roots is interesting. I could have shared roots end of the hunt, leave up Spell Snare. I wouldn't have to shock myself. I would have the Regent in my hand in case I wanted to cast it. I think that's acceptable. Hopefully I'm not overthinking things again. I'm kind of tired, guys. Not going to lie. This is actually my 6th match with this deck in a row. And like I said, my seasonal allergies are bugging me. I don't know. Do you guys have seasonal allergies? Oh, they're the worst. Okay, they have Flow State. More than happy to Spell Snare that. One of the reasons I like Spell Snare in this matchup. Okay. Yeah, Boomerang. Boomerang, Boomerang, Boomerang. Whoa, they left up 2 mana. Well, that's a counterspell if I've ever seen one. Flash Freeze is a pretty popular cyber card, and so is Negate. So, like, the most likely thing to resolve would be, like, Regent. But I don't know that just playing a 6/7 is that exciting. I'll just pass the turn. Burn there for 2 mana, cast a card, draw a spell. That's fine with me. Terrific. Talent. Do I want to let that get up to 2/2 before I try to kill it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, let's try to kill it now, I think. I'm actually going to behold the Quandrix so they don't know about the Marang. I think that makes sense. And it's not the end of the world if they can, like, spew a bunch of spells and protect this, but I'd rather they didn't. Yeah, okay. I guess at the very least, if they just have a wall of counters, I get to Cascade. Let's see what happens when we do this. So Flash Freeze can't counter this, but Stroke or Negate could. Behold my dragon! Okay. Well, sure seems like this is going to get countered, but what are you going to do? At least I get to Cascade. Get out. Okay. Come on, card advantage. Shared fruits. Yeah, alright, fair enough. I did put that card in my deck. Now I'm just going to lose to talent. Man. I hate how one of the most aggressive decks in the format is also has this super late game engine. It's just so brutal. Like, they can both win on turn, like, 3 or 4, depending on their build, and then they could just outgrind a control deck really easily. Just because they're 1-drop. Yeah. How many basics have they used? Only one. Oh, what a nightmare. And I draw shared roots. Okay. Alright. Fire up the Great Hall. Sure, they're happy to see that. I need to find stock up Marang, Regent, Quandrix. Seer, huh? Why'd they have Seer in their deck? It's kind of whatever for them to be getting back, at least. Dellian Fel. And just land. Alright. Okay, look at all this stuff I could draw. Look at all them goodies. 4 Dragonologists, a stock up. Oh, Dellian Fel, Quandrix, Marang. So many goodies. Instead, I'm just going to lose to the 1-drop. The unbeatable monster thing that does everything. Yeah. I wonder if we're ever going to get to the point where control decks just start playing Storm Chaser's talent. Like, maybe, like, why wouldn't this card be in my deck, you know? Could attack and pressure, and then I just have this super late game engine. Alright. Let's see if Marang can dig us out of this hole. No. I mean, to be fair, I can't remove these, so I think in reality, this is more so a flaw of my deck rather than me getting unlucky. Where you just like can't play a late game deck that can't remove Storm Chaser's talent because it's just the best late game in the format. Besides, like, I guess you'd have 4 Jeskai Revelations, which is why all the control decks I played against the last, 5 control decks all had Jeskai Revelation. Because, like, 4 Jeskai Revelation does go over the top of a talent, for sure. And, my deck could go over it, but I would have to draw much better than I did. Duress. Yeah. Okay. Good game. I'll let them finish me. Finish him. Oh, they did have ways to make grain. So, I don't know. Was it crazy the play I made last game? Maybe. Maybe it was, it's probably certainly less risky that they hit one of their, 4 multiversal passages than whatever the heck I did. So that was probably a mistake. Good games. Okay, so let's go to... Okay, so here's the deck. So, like I said, you guys only saw 3 matches where we went 2-1, but I actually played... Was it 4 before then? Yeah, 4. Where I went 4-0 against 4 different, Jeskai Revelation control deck, piles. Then we beat... we lost to a demon deck. Oh, we went 1-2. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm tired. We went 1-2 in the games we just played, right? Because we lost to demons and we lost to prowess. So, yeah. Demons is a matchup that could be fixed if you're willing to put a bunch of sideboard cards in. Prowess, probably not. I think it's kind of a flaw of this deck, this style of deck. And, I kind of knew that. That I wasn't going to have a game against prowess when I built this deck, but I just wanted to play Quandrix, and Quandrix was pretty fun. I did like the deck we played against that was another Quandrix deck, was built pretty differently. That was a good take on it, too. I liked that. So, yeah, pretty sweet. There's not really anything you can play to make the prowess matchup better, because you can't actually realistically board in a bunch of, enchantment removal, because enchantment removal is not efficient enough. And, even if I had some Urgent Necropsies in my deck, the problem is their Storm Chaser's talent costs them 1 mana, and they have 4 of them in their deck. And I would have to, be able to beat all of them, almost. Because they see so much of their deck with Opt and Sleight of Hand, and I just, can't. I would need, 6, enchantment removal things. It's just not realistic, so... If you wanted to really focus on prowess with this style deck, maybe what I would do is I would... remove Shared Roots and play 4 Cornucopia and then play some pest controls in the sideboard, because this is actually a card that's pretty good in a late game situation against Stormchasers Talon. I've used this strategy before to good effect. But then I think you essentially make your deck worse just for that one matchup. So I don't know if that's worth it. Maybe. It's a really good deck. You could cast Pest Control off a Great Hall and Cornucopia, of course. So that's a possibility. Mostly, I don't really expect this deck to be, you know, super powerful or anything. I just wanted to play with Quandrix, and it was pretty fun. So we did go 1-2 there. But like I said, I did go 4-0 with this deck. So on the day, that's 5-2. Not bad. I'm not in a very high spot on the ladder, so take that as you will. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Make sure to check out Stock Up Podcast, okay? And come talk to us on the Discord. It's lots of fun. We do brews and stuff like this, so see you around.